shouldn't be allowed to just get away with attacking you. You should go to the police.
What they do to us if it ended up in court. It's my word against his. There's no evidence of... They tear us apart for what we are.
Decent human beings who just want to get on with our lives.
Gays. I can just see the headlines now. Lesbian vet accuses family man of sex attack. Zoe Tate, sheriff love nest with interior designer Emma Nightingale, alleges the attack happened while she was stripping off in a barn, etc. And that's just the Hodden Courier. What would the gutter press make of it?
It just makes me so angry.
Oh, I don't feel the same way, but... Let's just get back to normal as quickly as possible. I've got to get ready for surgery.
Zoe, no, you can't possibly work today.
Well, it'll help take my mind off it.
Look, please, if you won't take my advice about going to the police, at least do this for me. Stay here today. The vet in Houghton can handle any emergencies, and anything else will wait until tomorrow. Yeah.
Morning. Morning to you. Thank you.
Anything for me, love? Oh.
Supergrass money, eh, Betty?
I beg your pardon.
As Yorkshire Constabulary as big as snout, I would have thought a security firm would be delivering your payoff. Must just be a large cheque.
Linda?
Hi! You got over last night yet? Oh, it was the best do I've ever been to. Hey, where's Zoe?
She won't be in today. You can tell people they'll have to go into Houghton.
Why, what's up with her?
She's just feeling a bit off it, that's all.
That's not like Zoe. She's had the surgery and she's been dying of a cold. Are you sure she's just feeling a bit off, or is it something more serious? Oh, is this why she didn't turn up last night?
Look, just leave it at what I've said, Linda. I'm sure there must be some cleaning or something you can do.
Back to being Cinderella again after the ball last night?
Well, as long as you're not casting me and Zoe as the ugly sisters.
Oh, no, I didn't mean anything like that.
That's all right. If there are any problems, just give us a shout.
I will do. Oh, and you tell Zoe to get well soon, eh?
I will.
Ned, you're wearing yourself out still labouring at your age.
If I know what's coming next.
Well, have you thought about it?
I've been no good working in a pub. I'm a farmer, love, an outdoors man.
Out in the wind and the rain of the Dales.
Savouring the views of God's own county and getting paid for it.
Iron buttons. But face it, Ned, you're a farm labourer now. You're not a farmer. It's not your fault. And it's not Jack Sugden's fault he can't pay more, but it's a fact.
Oh, so I suppose Alan Turner will pay more, will he?
Yeah, I'm sure Terry and Britt earn more than we do. But honestly, love, it's not just the money. Imagine the comfort of working in a nice, warm place in winter instead of freezing to death working outside before it's even light.
I feel like walls were closing in on me.
Well, you'd adapt. Terry did.
Terry's never worked outside.
Well, where'd he play rugby then, inside?
He might have played outside, but it's a bit different to working land, being close to nature.
Oh, all right. You know best.
Oh, for God's sake, Terry. Show some enthusiasm. They offer us the Yorkshire Bell, the flagship of the brewery. We're in the big time, like you've always wanted.
Aye, 16-hour working day. Loads of staff to keep an eye on. Brewery breathing down our back, so we have to hit target every week. And temperamental chefs to deal with.
I can't believe I'm hearing this from you. You're not really sulking because I went to that awards with Jed, are you?
Jed? You called him Jed?
No, some brewery people called him that. I was just having a bit of a laugh with him about it.
Well, the more I hear about last night, the less I like it.
Hey, you should have been proud of me. I butted him up somewhat rotten. I said that Jed Taylor sounds like a powerful man, a man who could make things happen. And that's when he offered us the Yorkshire Bell. We can't afford to turn him down, you know. They'll never make us a better offer.
Nah, I suppose you're right. I just don't like to let Al down, leaving at short notice.
You leave Alan to me.
Yeah, he's been good to us, all things considered.
Yeah, but in this business, we have to move on to get on.
Everything all right?
Sound as a pound, mate.
I'm not too sure about the state of the pound at the moment.
Well, sound as a Deutschmark, then. How's that?
Eminently acceptable.
Eminently acceptable. Why don't you just say good or something dead simple?
Yeah, well, that's just him, isn't it? I mean, he's all right, he's Big Al. I don't like to abandon him.
And I don't want us to let us down. You'll have no doubts once you've moved in. Just think, you and me in charge of the Yorkshire Bell.
Ciao, love.
So you're coming with us then, you and Seth?
Is that creep Pollard going?
Dunno. What's the problem?
Him. He keeps making sarcastic remarks about me being a police informer.
He has got a reason to be a bit peeved, Betty. You did put it round the village that he was under investigation.
He is.
Only by a jealous husband.
Oh, if you believe that, you believe out. The police aren't daft. I think he was raided last night because he's just had to mend his front door.
We didn't say nothing when he called in. We'll just have to wait and see whether he is a supervillain, won't we?
I'll trust my instincts.
Anyway, is there anything else I can get you while you're here?
Yeah, I'll have a couple of onions, save me a journey.
We don't sell onions, Betty.
Well, what's that lot? Scotch mace?
Display purposes only.
Oh, don't be daft. You could spare me a couple.
No, I wouldn't know what to charge you.
Well, don't then. I'll owe you two. See ya.
Oi, you left a great hole.
So what do you think then?
It's up to you, Dad. What do you want to do?
Farming's my line, and I've got to convince your mum that that's where I want to stay.
I've heard there's an earning job going down at Weir Estates. You manage that, no problem. I mean, it's still outside. It's easier work. Do you want me to check it out?
Yeah, do it, David, but do it quietly. I don't want your mum or the Suggans to find out. Jack and Sarah have been good to us, and I would hate for them to think I'm letting them down.
Yeah. OK, then.
See you back home.
Ta-ra.
Chris, you're overdoing it. Take a break.
Look, I had a coffee 10 minutes ago.
No, I mean a proper break. Why don't you go on this trip to France?
Because he's too young to start travelling yet.
Did I say anything about me and Joseph? You go, enjoy yourself. Your brain could do with some fresh air.
I'd love to, but there's no way I could get this thing on the coach, is there? I'll tell you what, I'll settle for a tea time pint there.
All right.
Excuse me.
Oh, hello.
It's the vetting. Miss Tate.
I'm sorry she's not working today. If it's an emergency, you'll have to contact the vet in Houghton. If not, she should be back tomorrow.
No, we're happy to wait for Miss Tate. She did a fine job up at our place, only she left her things. That's all we're here for.
Oh, thanks very much. I can't think how she left this, though.
She's only human, same as the rest of us, capable of making mistakes.
Suppose so.
We just wanted to let her know what a grand job she did for us and how grateful we are. Be sure to tell her it was me who said so.
Oh, I'll tell her.
She's a great vet. We'll be telling people. Pass on best regards from both of us.
I will do, don't worry.
Aye, every now and again you have to take stock of your life, don't you?
What's brought this on?
Ah, just me and Jan talking about the future. Money's top and bottom, and if truth be known.
Well, you know my situation, then. I pay you all I can, but you've a job here for as long as I've a farm.
That's good to hear. We might have to move on sometime.
Have you found something better?
No, I'm just talking hyper-Watsily. You know, my own farm taken from under me, but if something else come up where I could be my own man, well, I'd always have to consider it. I mean, you understand that, wouldn't you?
Of course I would. But I hope it'll be a long time before you and Jan move on. We'd really miss you both. And I don't mean that just from a business point of view.
That's nice to hear, Jack.
I'll get it.
Hi.
We've got a visitor.
Hello, Linda. Everything all right?
Yeah, fine. No problems at all. Just lots of people asking about you. You mustn't have been feeling yourself last night at Adlington Farm, leaving your bag up there.
How did you get it?
Well, they dropped it off. She wasn't half singing your praises.
Mrs. Adlington?
Yeah, saying what a grand lass you were and a great vet.
Can you believe that? As if nothing had happened.
Why, what's happened?
What else did she say?
Just that they were both pleased to see you last night.
Where was he when she was talking to you?
Oh, we stayed in the car. He waved and smiled like. Oh, they seem a really nice couple.
Like hell they are. She's standing by him, isn't she? That's what that's all about. She's letting you know.
Emma, that's enough.
What's going on? What's happened?
That nice Mr. Adlington.
Emma, no.
Attacked Zoe last night.
Oh, God. You don't mean he raped you?
No, Emma, don't involve her.
Well, I'd have found out eventually anyway, wouldn't I? The police won't keep it quiet.
They haven't been told.
You can't just let him get away with it. Do you want me to have a word with my dad and our Dave? They'll soon sort him out.
No, I don't want you to tell anyone. Do you understand?
You bring that baby in before you go, Rach. I want to see how he's getting on.
I will. I'll see you later.
See you later.
Ah, a licensee's nightmare.
Just a temporary lull, Alan.
It's lull before the storm. Certainly gives us a chance to reassess our stocks.
And our lives.
Very profound statement. You don't mind me saying so?
I'd just like to say that me and Terry have loved working with you and getting the place back on its feet and that. But we feel that you could manage without us now. It's time to be moving on.
This is terrible. When were you thinking of going?
Next week.
Next week? You serve these people and I want a word with you out the back.
Orange juice.
I'd love to be on that bus to France, I really would, but there's no room for the chariot, is there?
Oh, hiya. I'm trying to persuade him to go on this trip to France. Have a proper break.
Are you worried about the wheelchair, lad?
Sadly, I just have to accept that it won't fit on the bus.
It will if we take a couple of seats out, eh, Frank?
No problem. It's Des's bus they're hiring for the trip. We'll have you sorted out in no time, sir.
No, it's going to be too much trouble. Not that bothered anyway.
But that was the only thing that was stopping you. I think that's a great idea, Frank.
Where there's a will,
there's relations.
Sit down, Tommy. I'll buy you a drink. What about you two?
Rachel's has got 'em, thanks.
It'll do you good.
Yeah.
Alan, you can get another management couple. We move around all the time. That's our business.
Hello. Any danger of getting a drink here?
I'll sort him.
I honestly thought that we had developed some sort of rapport. More importantly, a sense of loyalty.
Alan, you're taking this personally and you shouldn't be.
Well, how else can I take it? Under the terms of your contract, you're supposed to give me a month's notice, you know.
We're contracted to the brewery and it's the brewery who want us to take over the Yorkshire Bell.
Everything was working out, and then you have to do this to me.
No, we have to do it for us. Jed Taylor would never make us this offer again if we turned him down.
Jed? Are you referring to Gerald Taylor?
Yeah. Why are you so surprised? It was him that forced us onto you in the first place.
Hardly forced. To start with, I wasn't too keen to take you on, but then things began working out very well. This is really a setback for me, Britt.
Oh, you'll get through it, Alan. You have to admit it's a brilliant career move for us. Oh, you wouldn't want to hold us back, would you?
No, of course not. But I just wish the brewery had had the decency to give me a month's notice of you leaving.
Oh, you'll cope. And who knows who you'll find to take over from us. Maybe it won't be a married couple. It could well be an attractive female free agent.
Don't patronise me, Britt.
Oh, I'm sorry, Alan. Right, I'll go and see how Terry's coping.
There you go, Frank.
Thanks, Terry.
Hello, Frank. What happened to your Zoe last night?
How do you mean?
Well, she was supposed to be at the awards ceremony and she never turned up.
What awards ceremony?
Oh, don't they tell you anything? Emma won a design award. She was waiting for your Zoe all night. Somebody said she wasn't at the surgery this morning, so I don't know what's happened.
I'll have a word with Chris, see what he knows about it.
Right.
Hey, how was it when you left him there?
Well, he's coming to terms with it. There's not much choice, really, has there?
Oh, you're an hard woman, you are.
There is a difference between being hard and being practical. It's a good job one of us is. Now he knows now, and that's that. We have to start planning our move. We've finally made it. Big tell.
Oh, hi, Linda. I believe Zoe wasn't in work today.
No, she wasn't feeling too good, but she'll be back tomorrow.
I'd like her to be off sick.
She's entitled to, Dad.
Did she say what was wrong?
I didn't really push it.
But will you let the poor girl go for a drink? Sorry, Linda.
It's all right.
I'll pop in on my way home, see how she is.
She'll be all right, don't worry.
I can't see this being right, Mr. Pollard. You keeping me working this late.
For goodness sake, Sam, you're repaying your debt to society. Now stop whinging and take it like a man, will you?
I'm supposed to be painting Village Hall to pay off my debt. Not just hauling furniture about for you.
You are an ungrateful little... Do you want to end up back in prison?
At least I'll be watching telly at this time of night. Anyway, you're supposed to be teaching me things, not just carting all this stuff about.
What would you really like to do, then?
What? Do you mean a job like?
Yes, sir. A job.
Well, I see myself as a bit of a mercenary.
A mercenary? As in a soldier of fortune?
You can make a fortune, aye.
Well, that's it then, is it? You're going to travel the world fighting other people's battles, huh?
Yeah. The only thing I'm not too sure about is foreign food. Mum says I'm a bit of a fatty eater.
Yes, well, that could be a bit of a drawback for a mercenary, and as there aren't many wars in Yorkshire these days, I suppose you'd better have a contingency plan, eh? An alternative. Some other job?
Private detective?
I don't think so, somehow.
Hey, I could be your minder.
And what exactly would that entail? What would you do?
Well, I'd follow you about everywhere and protect you.
From what?
Everything.
Think again, Sam.
I heard you weren't so well today.
I'm all right.
Zoe, what's the matter?
It's nothing, Dad. Don't fuss it. It's just a spot of woman's trouble.
Can I get you a drink, Frank? Tea, coffee, something?
Not for me, Emma. Zoe, you look at me. You may be a grown woman, but you're still my little girl. And I can always tell when something's wrong.
Oh, Dad.
Tell me what's happened.
It's best forgotten.
Tell me. I'm not going to leave here until you do. And you know I won't.
Look, there was an incident last night when Zoe visited a farmer. She wasn't raped or badly hurt or anything, and, well, we just think it's best forgotten.
Like hell it is. Who did it?
Please, Dad, don't ask. It wasn't that bad, and I just want to forget it.
Tell me.
No!
Look, you're just upsetting her.
Then you tell me.
No! Look, it's not what she wants. Just leave it, Frank, please.
Dad, I just want to forget it!
Stuntman. I'm fair to nothing, you knows. Apart from heights. I'm not so fond of ladders or aught like that.
Ah, yes, well, that could be a bit of a drawback for a stuntman as well, I would have thought, but I admire your way of thinking. I can see you're a bit of an entrepreneur.
Eh?
Oh, don't worry, Sam, that's good. Following on from your minder idea, I think that you'd make an excellent security consultant.
Do you?
I do. In fact, I'm going to put you in charge of this little lot.
Right, Mr. Pollard. And will you put that on my community service report?
Oh, yes, Sam. In fact, if you do a good job, I'll give you a glowing report.
Fair enough. And I'll throw in being your minder as well. How's that?
Fine. So, this little lot and this hall is now your responsibility.
And you, Mr. Pollard.
And me. So, let's throw the dust sheets over this little lot, and you can see me safely to the Woolpack, OK?
Roger, Chief.
Let's keep this informal, shall we? Hmm?
Right.
There's nothing you can do about it. McAllister didn't want anybody from here at funeral, then that's it.
Yeah, but it was one of my best mates. I should have just ignored what they said and gone.
No, you shouldn't. It was their time to grieve. You'd have just brought back too many painful memories of your time spent here.
Yeah, maybe you're right. It's just Woolpack doesn't seem same without him.
Yeah, true.
Enough. How's things going between you and the lady of the manor, then?
About same. God, what a mess.
I don't know. Plenty of people who'd swap places in bed to be with her, you know?
I don't think they'd be so keen if Frank found out, though. Listen, don't say a word to anybody.
Don't worry. I've already lost one mate. I'm not going to lose another.
Would you like another drink, Alan?
If I require anything, I'm sure I'm quite capable of supplying it.
Here, lads. Let's game of darts.
Dave?
Oh, you get out the back. I'll stall him for time.
Is your Linda still here?
Yeah, why?
It's personal. Oh, don't worry. It's nothing much to do with her.
She's over there.
Thanks.
You don't have to sort things out between you and Kim, you know.
Yeah, I know. In the meantime, let's just enjoy a peaceful game of darts, eh?
You know who did it, don't you, Linda?
Do you mind? We're trying to have a private conversation.
I'm sorry. This won't take long. Linda, tell me who it was.
I promise not to.
I appreciate the dilemma you're in, but they're wrong to let what happened last night go unpunished. I'll find out eventually, so you might as well tell me now.
Don't go mad at me.
Don't worry about that. I'll sort all that out.
Mr. Adlington Farm. Heading towards Hotton on the Haywood Road.
I'll find it. Thanks. You'll be all right. And I'm sorry.
So, Betty, you wired for sound at the moment, or have the police given you the night off?
Just completely ignore him, Seth. It's the only way to treat him.
Why do we have to leave?
I've got to tell Zoe I've told him. Just come on.
If she's giving you grief, Eric, just say the word.
That's Betty Eggleton you're talking about, son. You stay in the shallow end.
Is he still here?
I think so, Betty.
Oh, ignoring me, are you? What a shame. I was just about to invite you to have a pint.
You look like you need cheering up a bit.
You've heard about Terry and Britt leaving, I suppose?
Yeah. And to be honest, Mr. Turner, that's what I wanted to talk to you about.
Oh, don't worry, Jan. Your job's quite safe as long as you want it to be.
Well, it were a bit more than that, really.
Oh, go on.
I was wondering if you'd consider Ned and me taking over from them.
Oh, well, that is a surprise.
What do you think?
Well, I hardly know what to think. I mean, are you sure Ned would want to do it?
Oh, yeah, he's dead keen to get in out the wind and the rain after all these years. And he's worked in bars in the past. Well, will you give it some thought, Mr. Turner?
Yes, Jan, of course I will.
You don't have to stand so close to me all the time, Sam.
I'm only showing you what a good job I can do.
Yes, well, you are doing it.
Yeah. Hey, Tal, I've got a few more bookings for the French trip.
Oh, good. But it don't look like I'll be going.
Why not?
And we're leaving here next week. Taking over a new place in York, Yorkshire Bell.
Bit sudden, isn't it?
Ah, well, that's pub game for you. Hey, you'll need to take a ride over. Visitors like.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you'll be sorely missed, old boy.
Cheers. Yeah, we're just getting into this village life. Didn't think I would, but there you go.
You should have just said that you didn't know who did it.
He knew I knew. I could just tell he did.
How could he? Don't talk stupid, Linda.
Don't go on at her, Emma. You know how forceful Dad can be. Just hope he hasn't done anything foolish.
Ken Adlington.
That's right, who are you?
Frank Tate. I believe you know my daughter.
Who's that then?
Zoe Tate, she's a vet.
Oh, I know her. She were here yesterday, as a matter of fact.
That's why I'm here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're a liar, Adlington.
Stop it! What do you think you're doing? Stop it! What are you doing to him?
I'm Frank Tate. And last night, your husband attacked my daughter, Zoe, the vet.
I know who she is. And how could my husband have attacked her? I was with him the whole time she was here. Whatever she said, she was lying.